Hi Kaylee, thank you for agreeing to share your views with us on assistive technology. Please can you start by telling us a bit about your role?
Yep, I'm a social worker within Sunderland City Council and I primarily work with older people and physical disabilities.
Thank you. So can you tell us a bit about your views of assistive technology, both personally and professionally?
Professionally, it's a resource that kind of promotes care and independence and again promoting people to remain at home as long as it's safe to do so. It's a good tool for empowering people. A lot of people don't actually want formal carers going in, and it's kind of like that early intervention and helps with the little things that everybody takes for granted. Personally, I would advocate, as a granddaughter, I would advocate for it on behalf of my grandmother because I have seen the positive outcomes that it has achieved for our clients.
That's great, thank you. So from the clients that you have worked with, have you had any feedback regarding the use of assistive technology?
We've had a lot of positive feedback and the assistive technology team are really good because they're constantly reviewing pieces of equipment that they have and they take the client's feedback on board. So yes, on the whole, it's been very positive.
Great. Do you have any case examples that you would be able to share with us?
Yes, we've got a family that live within the Sunderland area, and basically they were married. They've been married for 60 odd years. Sadly, his wife has a diagnosis of dementia. There was concerns that she was going to be wandering out of the property. The husband was hard of hearing, so it was about working together with the family as a whole to come up with a plan of how we could keep this lady safe. In consultation with the assistive technology team, and the team manager actually came out on a visit with myself to this particular case, and we put a light bulb in that was activated by a sensor, so should she be going to the front door and opening the door, then the light would come on and that would notify the husband so he could get up and ensure that she was safe and she wasn't wandering out into the community on her own. Another example is we have the GPS device, and that's really beneficial in terms of providing reassurance for families. So if there is concerns that clients are wondering, you can use it in conjunction with door sensors as well. So if the client in this instance, the client was wondering, she opened the door, the door sensor was activated, alerted the daughter, who then clicked on the link that you have for the GPS. She was aware that her mother, was moving pretty fast. So it came out that she was on the bus and she was going to another part of town. Subsequently, the family met the lady off the bus. Had they not have had that GPS device, I would hope that the bus driver would have alerted other services. And obviously, by having the GPS, it's reduced the reliance on the statutory services because you would have had to ring the police, possibly A&E, we would have had the telecare attendants out looking for her. So just by having this one GPS device has saved so much pressure being put on to the statutory services.
Do you have any examples of particularly good practice?
I do have, there's a couple that I could use, but kind of it's being innovative and creative in ways that the technology is being used. So, it can be used for things like medication prompts, meal prompts, but then it can be used as a tool for bringing families together. If you've got a grandmother and the grandson, the modern technology, it's they can use it to build rapport. So yeah, good.
Great. And is there any piece of equipment or device that you feel has been the most beneficial for people that you've worked with?
It's really hard to put my finger on one piece of equipment that I think's beneficial. And like I said before, it's constantly, the assistive technology team are constantly reviewing the equipment. It's really hard to say because they all have their benefits in their own way, and you can't, not one client can just be put on into a box and the equipment, it's not one size fits all, so you can tailor the pieces of equipment to suit the client's needs best.
Okay, thank you. Has there been any costs for the equipment to your clients?
So no, At first, clients were a little bit hesitant because they didn't understand that the equipment was going to be loaned from the council and that there wasn't actually a cost to them. But obviously, once you go through your assessment and you explain things to them, and the equipment is on loan from Sunderland Council.
Okay, thank you. Have you had any feedback regarding the installation of the devices from your clients?
So I have been on a couple of installations myself, and the Paul, who is the installer, has a very good way with the clients. He makes them feel comfortable in their own home. You know, it's not intrusive in any way. So yeah, all positive coming from the installations.
Great. And finally, do you think that there has been any benefits for your clients and their carers?
Definitely, and I think in terms of reassurance, if family members aren't in the immediate vicinity, it's kind of, you know, they can use parts of the equipment to monitor and relieve any anxieties that they have if, you know, their parents, grandparents or parents might not be eating, you know, or they might be wandering, or they might not be taking the medication.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you for your time. It's been very interesting to hear your views.
Thank you.